have a conspiracy theory about Psychology Today that is based on nothing except for my own thoughts and observations. So no need to send a cease and desist. These are just based on what I've been seeing and hearing about Psychology Today. Of course, practitioners are going to see like ebbs and flows in the referrals that they're receiving from Psychology Today. I think this is like natural. You also need to be going in and updating your profile, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the really interesting thing happening is that different platforms like Rula and Headway have been pairing with Psychology Today and asking therapists to hand over the control over their Psychology Today profile to these platforms. I don't know if they're offering them money or gift cards or like a promise of like more referrals. I don't know. But when they hand over control of their Psychology Today profile, I believe that the referrals then go through the platform and do not get sent directly to the therapist anymore, which means the therapist is now out of the loop of how their profile is performing, who's reaching out, who's converting to a client from there. And this brings up something really particular about this. If there are these contracts going on between these bigger companies and Psychology Today, it feels like they may be on a track to push out individual practitioners or smaller group practices in terms of giving referrals to them. You know that I'm hard pressed to like speak poorly about any of these third-party platforms. I think that we should be well informed when we use them, and I think that we should make an informed decision about privacy and security and employment status and things like that when using them. I also understand that they have a time and a place when folks are starting or growing their practice. So informed consent and like knowing what's going on is everything. And I just want people to be cautious about handing over control of their profile, because to me, it's like, where does that end? Like, are they going to look for the referrals that you generate through your website next? Are they going to like give you a bonus or give you money if you hand over control of those leads? And like, at the end of the day, like your inquiries that you give for therapy, they're reaching out because of you, because they relate to your picture, they relate to your profile, your specialties. And if we're handing them over to a larger company, what are they doing with them? And like, where are they going? And will these directories eventually not even be here for the individual practitioners, the smaller group practices? Where does that leave directories like in the next year or two as far as that goes, which is suspect in my opinion. So I don't know, like I said, this is based on nothing except for my observations and just like what I've seen and heard, but I'm curious what you think about it.